Hello, my loves. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about 3 different healing modalities. So a lot of people go to therapy and they just spend years and years and years talking about and crying and reliving and trying to work through trauma and abuse that they have been through. And there's a sense of relief and a cathartic release when you cry and you're able to have somebody listen to you and have a little bit of empathy, feel like somebody is getting a little bit of what you went through. However, it isn't enough to overcome the different effects that stem from abuse. Each one of us has 3 main modalities of healing. One is the mind. We need to heal our beliefs about ourselves. We need to heal our self-talk. Then the second one is the body. So the body too holds memory, and we see people that have been through a lot of trauma. You can see it coming out in their very aura, in the way they carry themselves. For years I carried myself really hunched over, and I would try to straighten out, but it wouldn't last long because I was so hiding and so afraid to be who I am. You can see it in their body language. You can see it in a lot of times they have physical ailments. If you've ever read Louise Hay's work, she does a really excellent job of going into different physical ailments and in our body and how they are a manifestation of something emotionally going on. She was a pioneer in the field of metaphysical healing. There's that butterfly. I have a little monarch butterfly that's been visiting my yard, living out here, likes it here. So every time I come out here, he comes out and says hello to me. So anyways, and then the other modality of healing is our spirit, or what I like to more refer to is our heart, because our heart is really, I believe, the seat of our soul, the seat of spirit, the seat of love, the seat of purity. And our heart is what is broken when we have been through abuse. So we have those 3 main modalities of healing: body, mind, and spirit, or heart. Using all 3 of these modalities is what catapults healing forward. Each one affects the other. So you can't really start healing your mind without really feeling the effect on your body. You'll start feeling better and feeling the effect on your spirit. And you can't really start healing your spirit without feeling the effect on your mind and the effect on your body. And you can't heal your body without it being having an effect. That's why they tell you, if you're depressed, go walking. That's a body movement, right? Go out walking, get out in the sunshine. And they tell you to go do, to have gratitude. That's more of a heart thing, to have a gratitude journal, or to go do something nice for somebody to help defeat depression, because each of these modalities helps to combat the depression. So when you can get a healing regimen that includes body, mind, and spirit, you have a powerful alchemy to heal from past trauma and abuse, where you won't necessarily have to spend years and years and years of your life now trying to get through grueling memories and all the horrible ways that it affected you mentally. When you're working through all 3 modalities, it expedites that entire process. And who out there does not want to really be fully healed and to be able to enjoy the rest of our life and really challenge themselves, really to make the rest of their life the best of their life? So I believe it was Elizabeth Smart was the one whose mother told her after she had been kidnapped for almost a year and had been raped and gone through such a horrible experience, whose mother told her the best revenge that you could ever have against these people that did this horrendous thing to you is to go on and be happy. to not let them take the rest of your years away. There's so much wisdom in those words. You can get really physically healthy and feel a little better and have a clearer mind, but you might still have these thought patterns that are self-defeating. Or you can start working on your mind and yet still not work on your body and work on your spirit, and you might have a little bit more peace and might be able to get rid of a lot of the mental chatter, and yet still have physical ailments that you're working on and spiritual elements that need healing. But when you actually take all three of these and you work them together simultaneously, you're going to get some powerful results. One thing that can be a hindrance to this whole process is when you identify with your trauma and abuse. So when your trauma and abuse has affected you in such a way that it has become a part of your identity, that I am the person, like for me for years, I was the person that had been through abuse and who had an alcoholic father, and that's how I identified myself. And when it came time to let that go, it was, but then what? Who am I? What then? What am I outside the girl that was abused? And so that took some time to work through those mental barriers. If you haven't subscribed, please do now so you don't miss my next video, in which I'm going to be going into a little bit more about identifying with our abuse and how to break that so that we can go on and really have a completely different life, create something brand new, more sustaining, more happy, more exciting, and more magical. If you're a woman and you'd like some more support on your healing journey, I would love for you to join my Facebook group, Unshackling the Indomitable Feminine. I will put a link down beneath this video. Every Sunday, I send out to my email list a journal prompt that is specifically designed by myself to get you to dig a little deeper and to start shifting your mind, creating new goals and new habits and seeing things from a different perspective. And if you'd like to be a part of that list, please click the link below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos that I am going to be producing.